It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, this Friday is feeling like the best Friday that has ever Fridayed. And we're going to continue down there because joining us for a fun round of some quick fire questions, it is, of course, the incredibly talented musician, Anslin Gysman. I can't wait for him to join me right now because from powerful vocals to infectious energy on and off the stage, he's making waves in the music scene. And now, he is in the hot seat. Okay, he has to. If any artist passes through here, we've got to put them in the hot seat. Just so you know that, all right? Remind us again about this event, just to get the details on everything.
Cool. So I am playing a production called To All the Girls I've Loved Before. It's happening at the Lyric Theatre in Johannesburg.
Wow.
And it is myself, Fakhri Isaacs, Don Vino, Prince, and Oscar T. The tickets for the evening show is basically sold out, so we opened up a matinee show for the afternoon, and yeah, it's going to be incredible. We are singing about the loves that we've lost and the ones that we've gained, and also just honoring women in general.
I love that. When you said that immediately, I went, the love I love. Hey. Sweet love. We love us some Sybil, man. Okay, here's the quick fire. That was just to throw you off,
okay.
And I'm going to catch you off guard, okay? Let me get into the first one. What was the first song that you remember performing on stage?
I Can't Make You Love Me.
Wow.
Yeah, Bonnie Raitt.
Okay, paint the picture. How old were we? What was the setting?
I was 21 years old. I was on The Voice South Africa. It was the first time I needed to learn a song with precision and accuracy. It was one of the biggest moments of my career, and I think that was one of the first songs that I actually internalized, sort of learned the skill of storytelling.
Wow.
And so the most difficult part was actually orchestrating a scenario in my head, because I was a 21-year-old, what did I know about love?
Exactly.
You know? And I needed to orchestrate a moment in my head where I could literally transcend into that heartbreak and being able to tell the story. So that was the first one, yeah.
Because you're right, it is about storytelling.
Yeah.
It's about evoking that emotion.
Yeah.
That's what sets us apart. I'm going to put two heavy hitters up against each other and ask you. You have to only choose one.
Okay.
Kirk Franklin or Benjamin Dube?
Benjamin Dube.
Oh, not the Kirk he's left behind. Tell me why.
I think it's important for us to resonate with the people that we connect with. And I think because he's here and because we've been exposed to his music as children growing up, teens, and now as adults, and we understand the depth of the music that he does.
100%.
So yeah, I think definitely.
Beautiful. Can we get a tissue, please, for Anslin while we get into the next question?
It's hot. It is, right?
I told you the hot seat's going to be burning up, all right? So let's get into the next one. I've got to ask you, though, because there's so many options that this multi-talented individual could get into. So listen closely. If you weren't a singer, the question, of course, would be, what else would you be doing?
I would have been a linguist.
Ah.
I would have been a linguist. I had a very keen interest in language acquisition in hearing impaired children.
Wow.
I thought that hearing aids were the easiest option. Our body has speech organs that make certain sounds that we obviously hear. And I believed that I had the potential and the skill and the drive, I think, to find ways in which I could make deaf children reenact the sounds that we hear as people who have, you know, hearing ability.
Wow. Can I say, Anslin, God is using you. You are just the instrument and God's just the vessel.
Just the vessel.
Thank you for saying yes. Because amongst any avenue, you just shine, and it's so beautiful for us to see as your fans and your lovers. I've got to ask you, though, for all the fans out there, what do you want them to receive from the music when you perform?
It's always a difficult one. I think I always want people to experience impact as opposed to fame. I would rather want people to remember how I made them feel in the room through that song as opposed to who I was in the room. Yeah, I think it's important that I tell the stories that resonate with our people and that I sort of provide avenues for people to connect with the things that they need to connect with.
Absolutely.
So when people ask me, what do I want people to remember? It's probably how I made them feel through the gift.
The way you make me feel. I've got a song for every moment.
100%.
Because I'm inspired by the man himself. Anslin in the building. Please go ahead and follow him on social media so that you stay up to date with everything that he's doing. He's also incredibly hilarious. And speaking about funny people, let's throw it on over to the kitchen with Louisa and Graham.